Okay, so goalies, in this video I'm going to show you an exercise that I find really helpful. It's a single leg exercise. You don't need any weights. You can do it anywhere. You can do it at home. You don't need any equipment. And I really like this exercise because a lot of the time you see single leg exercises and people are loading them up really heavy, which can be good, and I've done a lot of that in my life. I've done like Bulgarian split squats with like 60, 65 pounds, 70 pounds each hand. And those are good, but I find this exercise is even harder because you're focusing on the right sensation. So you can make anything, any exercise a lot harder if you do it right. So I'm just gonna show you how to do this exercise. The cues are really important, and you might find that you're not feeling it like right away, and that's okay. It takes time, it takes practice, but the more you do it, the more you pay attention to like the little cues that make a huge difference. It actually gets harder to do as you do it right, as you learn how to do it properly. So it's called a slouch squat, I believe. So I learned it from David Gray and Chris Letty. I get a lot of exercises from those guys. So basically in the slouch squat, what you want to do is you're standing here and you want to get your weight on your front foot. So to test that, you can check that by taking your other foot off the ground. Right? So you don't have to get the foot off the ground in the exercise. So yeah, now you can see this properly. So the weight, my weight is all on my front foot. So you can see, I can take this foot off the ground, right? So what you want to do is you want to stand like this, but all the weight is on that front foot. And you want to make sure that this knee is over the middle of that foot. Right, so get it over there, making sure that you're not putting any weight on this other foot. You're just holding it there, maybe on your toes, just for balance. And then what you want to do is slouch down. So pretend you're really sad, and you drop your shoulders and your upper back, and you just let it slouch down. So what this does is it takes your lower back out of the exercise and makes sure that it's just the leg exercise, right? So get in this position. Knee over the middle of the foot, no weight on the other leg, all the weight on that front foot. Slouch down, and now think about putting pressure through your entire foot. So it's not just the toe, it's not just the heel, right through that entire foot. You're pushing through the ground. And what you want to do is squat down, keeping that slouch, keeping that knee over the middle of your foot, and think about bringing your hips back as you squat down all the way to the ground. And then push back up, knee over the front. Push, 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 push. Make sure you're slouching. And you should really feel that. Like that should be a really hard exercise for you to do if you're doing it right. So let's do it again. Slouch down, knee over the middle of the foot, weight in your front foot. Push hard through the ground. Push this hip back and squat down all the way to the ground and push back up. Keeping that knee forward. Again, squat down. So you're gonna feel that in your quads, in your calves, maybe in your hamstrings as well. And it's gonna adjust depending on how often you do this exercise, how good you get at it. As you get better, you'll pay more attention to these cues and you'll do it more proper, which makes it harder as well. But you should only need like 3 to 5 reps for this to be really tough for you. If you're able to do 10 and it's really easy, you're probably doing the exercise wrong. Let's try the other leg now. So weight over the front foot, slouch down, push, 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 push. Knee, hip goes back, push back up, knee staying forwards. Again. And you're keeping that slouch to make sure that your lower back is not working. And one more. And that's pretty much it. So you just need to follow these cues. It can be a very easy exercise if you don't pay attention to the little details. So just as I was editing this video, there were a few things that I feel like I wanted to emphasize more. I talked about a lot of them in that video as I actually did the exercise. But one thing I noticed was that I wasn't going all the way down to the ground. I don't know why I did that in that exercise. I may have just been tired from doing a few reps, or it was also the fact that I was trying to speak as I was doing it. I do think I could have gone a little bit lower, so I would encourage you to go as far as you comfortably can. Typically when I do that exercise, I'm getting as low to the ground as I can. I pretty much touch the ground with my glutes and hamstrings as I go down and do that squat. It is going to make it a little bit harder, but you should try to do that if it's comfortable and you're not in pain. But it's very important with this exercise. You will feel it a lot more if you do the cues, if you follow the cues properly. So that means knee over the middle of the foot. That doesn't change throughout the entire exercise. That knee stays forward as you come back up. You want to keep an even line between your head, your hips, your knee, and that foot, making sure that you have that at the start and as you finish the exercise. You want to make sure that you're slouching as well. That takes the lower back out of the exercise. It makes it only a leg exercise, making it a lot harder. Also, keep in mind that your hips should be pushed back before you squat down and as you're squatting down as well. That will also make it more challenging. Push through your entire foot, not just your toes, not just the heel. Try to put as much pressure evenly across your foot through the ground. That will make it a much more efficient or effective exercise as well. And then if you're doing the exercise properly, you will know it. It will be very hard. You shouldn't be able to do 10, 15, 20 reps. You should start to get tired after 3 to 5 reps or so. Obviously, everybody is different, both your experience, your strength, and how much practice you have doing the exercise, as well as if you're doing it properly. So I do think that if it's easy to do a lot of reps, you're not doing it properly. I can't say that for sure, but that is my guess. If you find it easy, you should adjust and try to follow the cues a little bit more closely. So this is obviously an exercise you can do anywhere. You don't need any weights. I love back squats with a barbell on your back or deadlifts with a barbell. I love work with dumbbells and kettlebells, but this is something where you really don't need any weight to feel a challenge. So if you're somebody who doesn't have access to a gym or doesn't have equipment at home, this is something that you can do, no excuses, anyone can do this. So hope you find it helpful. Please leave a comment if you have any questions about how to do this exercise. If you feel like you're not doing it right, I can try to help. And let me know how you find it. Please also check out our website, goaliestrength.com. It's linked at the bottom of this video. You'll find training programs that we have, as well as our different breed and goalie club clothing line. And please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it with a goalie friend. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.